So the Trump administration is cutting food stamps for 700,000 people. And a lot of those people are going to be part of Donald Trump's base. So they're making a move here that actually hurts their base the most, as we're going to get to. First, let me show you this here. So this is the story. Breaking: Trump admin has formalized work requirements for recipients of food stamps, a move that will cause nearly 700,000 people to lose access to the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. And quoting from the report here, the USDA rule change affects people between the ages of 18 to 49 who are childless and not disabled. Under current rules, this group is required to work at least 20 hours a week for more than 3 months over a 36-month period to qualify for food stamps. But states have been able to create waivers for areas that face high unemployment. The new rule would limit states from waiving those standards, instead restricting their use to those areas that have a 6% unemployment rate or higher. The national unemployment rate in October was 3.6%. So this essentially impacts 700,000 people. And just an example of how horrible these sorts of requirements are. So Daniel J. Willis tweets out here. He's a data journalist for RIFF Online. Oh wait, that's music journalist. He's also a data so he's a data journalist for EdSource. So he tweets out here, I didn't know this, but it's in there and it's insane. You're required to work to get food stamps, but are ineligible if you have a car worth more than $2,250 that you use to commute to work, which is necessary to work if you don't live on a bus route. So if you have a car worth more than $2,000 and you use it to go to work, you can't apply for these food stamps. Like, how is this supposed to help people? It obviously isn't. This is just going after the poorest people, the people in the worst situation possible, draining them of even more resources, even more money, even more help to, again, give to the very rich. And this impacts Trump's base the most. As Paul DeCristofo tweets out here, most SNAP benefits go to red states. MAGA equals always voting against their best interest because they're so easily triggered by propaganda. Yeah, like, I feel bad for, like, luckily I don't personally know anybody that supports Donald Trump. I'm not American, so I kind of have a disconnect there. But people in your lives, I'm sure watching this, you know people that support Trump, and they're not in great situations. Maybe they're poor, they have low wages, and they still support Donald Trump. Show them something like this. I mean, I know it's really hard to get, actual facts into the brains of many of these people, but maybe, just maybe, one day they'll absorb something like this. Because you show them this, how food stamps affect Trump's base the most, and he's cutting them. Like, how can you possibly justify this move? So New Mexico, 22% of the population receiving SNAP benefits. Mississippi, 21%. West Virginia, 20%. Oregon, 19%. Louisiana, 19%. Alabama, 18%. Tennessee, 18%. Florida, 18%. Georgia, 17%. Kentucky, 17%. Rhode Island, 16%. North Carolina, 16%. South Carolina, 16%. Illinois, 16%. Oklahoma, 16%. Delaware, 16%. And it goes on. Michigan, 16%. Arkansas, 15%. Yeah. I just don't know how you justify this. And this is also why, I don't know. Like, people try and make the comparison, and I get it. Republicans and Democrats are largely the same in many ways, and I argue this on my channel a lot. But in cases like this, there actually is a difference. Something like this, a Democratic president would not be doing right now. This is Trump level cruel. This is cruelty to an extra level that a Democratic administration wouldn't push to. So even with the shittiest of Democrats, something like this would not happen. That said, obviously, a lot of terrible things still do happen under Democratic presidents or a Democratic Congress. So it's not necessarily saying that Democrats are No, I'm not saying vote blue no matter who, but I'm saying understand there is a difference here between the parties when it comes to the margins.